on my lane, you all on my lane. You ain't overlooked, so get out the way. I gave you the book, I gave you the game. The boy gotta cook, the boy got a flame, Serving in the kitchen like you Nino. Plenty pitching, whipping different flavors like a bistro. Kick it, dip it, flip it, keep it hunting like a C note. Switch and keep it pimping every single place that he go. I got it. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Boy, you know the name, get up out the way. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Stay up out the kitchen if you ain't the one that's whipping, huh? Hey, yo, Lathan, man, cook them boys up something real quick, man.
What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Now today we got the most incredible New York strip street tacos. I know that sounds like a tongue twister, but we got these New York strip street tacos, and the first thing we're gonna do is get our New York strip and we're gonna trim all that excess fat off, because with these tacos you do not need that. So go ahead and trim that fat off, and then we're gonna go ahead and slice this thing paper thin, or as thin as you can get it. We'll go ahead and slice it, and make sure you go against the grain with slicing. That'll ensure that your meat is very tender, because you're cutting the fibers in half. All right, so once you get all that steak cut, and I chopped up 2 New York strips. So once you get all that steak cut, we're gonna go ahead and season it up with the taco seasoning. And for that, we got ground cumin. And you can add how much of this you like. It's pretty much preference. But then you got onion powder or granulated onion, and I added about 2 tablespoons each, or a tablespoon and a half each. I just went in. Then we got some garlic powder or granulated garlic, and go ahead and toss that in there. And then we got some Mexican style chili powder. Now that's my Mexican seasoning. And I added a little salt in as well, but I mean, it's pretty much preference when you create your Mexican seasoning. Some people like to add oregano. Some people like to grind their cumin seeds up, which I have that and I can do it, but I want this recipe to be very quick for you guys, so that's exactly what I did. And then to the marinade, we're gonna go in with some lime juice. So make sure you keep that lime juice, because that lime juice is what's gonna help tenderize this steak and make it extra succulent, because we're not cooking this steak to temperature. We're going to cook it all the way, so that lime juice just help breaks it down even more. So when you eat this steak, it's going to be very flavorful and tender. So once you get that marinade all together, go ahead and mix it up, and then we're going to place this in the refrigerator for about 4 hours. Now you could go overnight, but be mindful of how much lime you put in there, because the lime could begin to cook your beef. So I went in for 4 hours, and I only went in with a small lime, so the meat was still very good and tender. But just be mindful of that. If you let it go longer, don't add much lime in the beginning. And then we're gonna go in with some good canola oil. And you can use grapeseed oil, but you want some with a high smoke point, because we're gonna go ahead and sear this meat up. So you see it smoking a little bit, and I'm ready to throw it in, because I want to get some good color on this meat, and just sear it. Like, oh my goodness, they need to come up with some sort of smell-o-vision so you guys can smell this. Like, me saying this smells delicious is, I don't think you get the point across of how delicious this stuff smells. So yeah, there you have it, man, these wonderful street tacos. So we're gonna go ahead and sear this meat up. And once you get it on a flat layer, like I try to get a complete flat layer, because I want it to just go. So once you get it a good flat layer, just let it go. Don't touch it no more, just let it go. So you see it just steaming and cooking. So there you have it. And when you start seeing it turn a little bit, then we'll go ahead and flip it. You see some of that good color we got onto that meat, and that's because we didn't disturb it when we put it down on that flat layer. So yeah, just continue to mix it up. Like I said, we're going to cook this all the way. This is not going to be medium rare or medium. This is going to be completely cooked all the way, and that's why it was very important to add that lime. That'll help kind of keep this meat tender and break it up just a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and braise it a little bit, and this is another step that's going to keep it extra tender. So I went in with some beef broth. You can make your own beef broth, or you can buy from the store. But if you buy from the store, just please make sure it is unsalted, because you want to be able to control your own salt levels. I think I said it in every video, but I want to instill that into y'all. Like, make sure when you add store-bought broths, make sure it's unsalted, because you want to be able to control your own seasoning. So we're going to let it braise. Look at that. It looks so good. So we're just gonna let that go, and the heat is on medium low. It's just going. So medium low heat, and we're gonna let that braise. I think I let this braise for maybe about 25-30 minutes at a medium low heat, and I added a little more salt in there because I tasted it and it needed. It's a lot of beef, so make sure you taste and season it. All right, so we're gonna let this continue to braise, and we're gonna go ahead and start chopping up our condiments or our toppings for our street tacos. Now, traditionally, street tacos come on corn tortillas, but I got these street taco flour tortillas, so we're gonna kind of spice it up so it's more of a Tex-Mex versus a Mexican dish. And when I usually go get street tacos at a Real Deal Mexican shop, they only come with cilantro and onions topped on my steak tacos, so that's exactly what I did. So I finally diced these onions, and then I went on ahead and picked some fresh stems of the cilantro. I didn't want the stem, but the stem tastes just like cilantro, and you can use that as well, but I just wanted the flour off of the cilantro leaves, so I just picked them, and then I went on ahead and chopped them as well. And that's all I'm putting onto this taco. Like I said, this meat is so flavorful and succulent. You don't need much more because you want that steak to pop very well. And this onion and cilantro just complements that steak. So I don't feel like you need any sour cream or cheese, but it's completely up to you. You can add it, but I didn't need it. And so for the beef, we're going back to the beef now. It is ready, so I went ahead and added another splash of lime into that beef. So that is a lime and a half total that we added to the beef with the marinade and then the final cooking. And just go ahead and kill that heat and just let it sit there for a little minute, soak up the rest of them juices, and we're ready to go ahead and start plating. So you add how much meat to these street tacos you want. Like I said, these flour tortillas, street taco tortillas, are very small, so a good spoonful or 2 spoonfuls will fill it up to the max, so you really have to add much meat. And so we're gonna go ahead and add all that meat into there, and then we're gonna go ahead with our topping. And I went on first with the onion, and we like to finish with green, so went on with the fresh onion. Oh yeah, make sure you get some of that good pan sauce. That's gonna keep that extra juicy. What the meat is already juicy, so we're gonna go on with our finely chopped onion. Like I said, it complements it so well. And Mexican, you would have ate corn tortillas, probably stacked two together and seared them off, but I just felt like I wanted flour tortillas. So once we went on with that good onion, we're gonna go ahead and finish with that cilantro. You can add how much you want, how little, how much. It doesn't matter. It's pretty much preference when you get to this point. And there you have it, man. The most amazing New York strip street tacos. Like, these things so good. Like, 3 of these, I get you straight. I'm telling you, like, fantastic. You guys like this video? Comment down below. Tell me what you like about it. But yeah, man, New York strip street tacos. Thank you guys for always subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, watching the videos, man. It don't go unnoticed, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, man. The most incredible New York strip street tacos from the Bistro. I'll catch you guys later, man. I'm out.